Hello everybody, Togor here. Um, I had the idea to do this sort of vlog, um, the content that I wanted to cover in this vlog um, earlier today, but I said I was going to hold off a couple of weeks. Um, but then I downloaded Don't Take the Risk, or Don't Take This Risk, sorry, a game that I found on Game Jolt, and then found out that Markiplier did a playthrough of it. So I told myself I wanted to play it rather quickly so that I could go watch and play it. Now, from what I was looking at it looked more like a horror game than what it actually was. And I'm not going to be uploading the video. There's a lot of things that went wrong, and I just don't think that I handled it correctly. I'm sure that Markiplier did a much better job with it. But here's a synopsis of the game. You are a person that receives a call from a person looking for a suicide hotline, and you're supposed to, I believe the goal is to get them to not commit suicide. I ended up getting like 7 out of 9 endings before I was just like, you know what, this game isn't really doing anything for me. I don't really have the patience to sit around and meticulously answer the same questions over and over again and hope for a different response. But that brings me to this video and why I don't think that I'm a great person to be putting that kind of content onto my channel. And I think this is a good video to do at the very beginning, the very infancy of this channel, because it's really the reason that I decided to put all of my time and effort towards this, other than, you know, sleeping, going to my normal job to get enough money in order to sustain myself doing this. The problem with me playing Don't Take This Risk is I couldn't identify with a person on a suicide prevention hotline, but I could relate to the person calling. I have dealt with depression all of my life. Recently, I think it was something like October 17th, that's the day I'm going to call it anyway, I attempted to kill myself. I don't even know if you could really call it an attempt, because even that I can't really do right. But I went out and I decided that I was going to buy a gun in the eventuality that I decided that I didn't want to be on this planet anymore. I bought it. I waited a couple days just to make sure that it was something that I really wanted to do. You know, hopefully for the sake of the people close to me, it would have just always ended up, or would have always stayed where it was supposed to, underneath the dresser drawer, or underneath the dresser, which is where I stashed it. So I took it out and I spent a good 2 hours just loading the gun, putting it in my mouth, putting down the gun, unloading it, and then eventually going back and reloading it. And while I had it in my mouth, I was just picturing what it would feel like to finally have my life leave my body. And to be honest, it was a great feeling. Like, it would have worked, I think, except for I kept thinking of what would happen afterwards. Most likely either my mom or my sister would eventually come into my room and go into the bathroom and find me there lying, hopefully fresher, so it smells a little bit better, but it's still a gruesome sight that I wouldn't wish on anybody. So eventually, after just continuing that cycle for a whole 2 hours or whatever it was, I wasn't really keeping track. I don't even remember what day it was. I attempted to overdose on over-the-counter pain sleep medication, which wasn't, a great idea. There was a very low chance of it actually succeeding. But it was much less, in my mind, it was much less of a traumatic sight to walk into. That didn't end up working, of course. I ended up throwing up the pills, not by my choice. That was my body doing all the work there. Ended up ralphing in the sink, had to clean that up. And now to the point of what I probably named this episode, or this vlog. I probably named it something like Ode to Jack and Mark, or something like that, because Markiplier, without you, I probably would have attempted that much sooner. Your content, and afterwards a little bit Jack's content, it was the only thing I looked forward to. I mean, sure, there was some other small things here and there, but I mainly contributed to you guys. And after I attempted it and then realized that no matter what I do, I'm never going to be able to go through with it, I decided I wanted to be like you guys. I decided that I wanted to make silly little videos in order to just brighten somebody's day a little bit, and I hope that I can achieve that. That's the whole point of this, to make myself look like an idiot so that other people can feel better about themselves. It's a lot of fun so far. I really wanted to make this vlog a lot happier, but I thought this mood that don't take this risk created was more suited for this topic, and I probably went into a little bit more detail than I should have, but I don't know. I'd rather be upfront and honest with every one of you watching this, if anybody is actually watching it. That being said, I'm really happy with how this first week turned out. I'm still dealing with some tech glitches. I'm still dealing with not quite being completely set up. As you can tell by this, I mean, I doubt that this curtain's gonna go away very soon. If my monitor was just an inch shorter, I'd probably move the camera over to this side of my desk here so that you can get this this nice corner there. Probably would look so much better. But unfortunately for now, we're stuck with this. But I've got some things planned for January-ish that hopefully I can get started, and I've got a plan for February. I got a couple of ideas. I hope they're good. They're probably not. They're probably absolute crap, like everything else that I've done in my life. But yeah, I really hope that somebody out there, that one person out there enjoys it. If I can help one person, I will be satisfied. I know I probably sound like I'm making this up just to try to get people to start following me, but you know, if that's what you think, then that's what you think. I can't do anything about it. But thank you, Mark, and thank you, Jack, for everything you do for us, being your subscribers, your followers. You're an inspiration to us and to me, and I just wanted to have my first vlog be something that makes sure to illustrate that. Especially because my brother already said that my style is very Markiplier. You know, I don't mean to copy anything you do, but it's definitely not hard to see that, you know, after being really the only person that I had even a one-sided conversation with, besides my coworkers, for the past 6 months or so. You know, I don't doubt that I've come to act like you a little bit more, even unintentionally. So this was a monotoned vlog saying probably absolutely nothing to absolutely no one, but thank you for watching.